Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm Muriel. This is As Told by Muriel. I'm a registered nurse, but I'm a bachelor's prepared registered nurse. I achieved my bachelor's degree December of 2021, y'all. So been a nurse a long time, a registered nurse 3.5 years, bachelor's prepared nurse for the last 9 months now. To be honest, when you work in long-term care, there's really no difference in being an ADN or a BSN. Really, in the hospital, there's no difference except you can easily slide into a management position with your BSN. Outside of that, there's no difference. To be honest, there are some NPs who work the floor. So yeah, anyway, so on today's video, I want to talk about the narcotic count. Came to work today. It was a late call, and this is another little tidbit, y'all. And I've been forgetting to do this because I was having so much problem out of agency securing shifts that I forgot. So today was a late call. They said urgent need when they send a text message, and the agency sent it. They send it. I don't know if they specifically send it to me or they do this to everybody, but they had my name in the text, and they asked me if I could work. It was an urgent need if I could work today until 7 p.m. And I got the text message around 9:30. At the time, 9:30 a.m. At the time I was home, I had just finished breakfast. I had mopped my bathroom, vacuumed my floors. I did a lot of stuff. Once I get my son up in the morning for school, I'd go ahead and start cleaning, do whatever I need to do. So I'd mop my floors and all that, lay down to get something. I laid down with a little bit of cabbage that I had cooked the night before, and got the text message, and I was like, I was off yesterday. Let me go just make some money. I text them back, and I was like, I can, but I can't get there till 12 because, y'all, I had just finished eating some cabbage, and I had just doing that cleaning and stuff. I wanted to take a little nap, so I figured, okay, take me a little nap till 11 o'clock, get up, take me a shower, and get to work, because the job is only like 15 minutes from my house, so I can get showered and everything in 30 minutes and then make it there. So I took me a little hour nap, got up, came to work. Now, mind you, I got there at 12 o'clock. They were still passing the 8 a.m. and 9 a.m. meds. So I got the cart, and I'm passing morning meds at 12 o'clock. Some of the meds are supposed to be duplicated again at 1 o'clock. Y'all, I can't get me some lunch. And why these people got only accepting cash, the credit card? I'm so sick of this cash. Who carries cash? Nobody carry cash no more. Anyway, so I was still passing morning meds. There was like about 7 people who didn't have their morning meds. So while I was passing the morning meds, and they had to turn right around and do my 12 o'clocks, there were no treatments. Nothing was done up until that point. The nurse who was the unit manager was still passing the morning meds. She said she kept getting pulled from the car. And I was doing this. I was like, you know what? When they send me them urgent needs things out from now, I'm going to tell them, I'm going to ask them, I'm going to be like, okay, I can come in, but will you pay me for the beginning of the shift? Because honestly, I'm doing morning meds. I'm doing morning shift work too. And I'm going to have to play catch up and stuff. But anyway, I digress. That's just a little tidbit. Like, ask them, it won't hurt to ask, will you pay me for the beginning of the shift? Or even pay me for an extra 2 hours. Because had I known I was going to be coming in doing morning meds at 12 o'clock, I didn't even think to ask. And this is the second time I got this message from this agency for this same facility about an urgent need. So for now on, I'm going to ask them to pay me a little extra. So anyway, I get in there to do the narcotic count. This video is about narcotic count. I get in there to do the narcotic count with the nurse who I'm relieving, who is the unit manager. And y'all, most facilities, when they do a narcotic count now, you count the number of cards, you count the number of bottles, and you count the number of patches. And they set, you have a number of cards, a number of patches, and number. And it's supposed to match with what's on the book. So this doesn't match. And so I'm looking at the unit manager like, okay. And the way I feel, it don't have to, if it don't match, you're going to have to make it match before I take over this cart. It's going to have to match. Y'all, let me order my lunch. I came to Arby's. So, yeah, I'm sitting there like, okay, well, this not matching up. So, what you going to do to make it right? She has no idea why it's not matching. She don't know what card is missing. So she just -1. When you minus out a card, you're supposed to put the name of the person whose card you minus out in the medication. She got no idea, but she the unit manager, honey. She initialed it. Like, okay, well, what we gonna do? Because we're gonna have to make it 14. So she minused it out. So then we proceed to count the meds. Y'all, why two of the cards, the count is wrong? As far as, it's like saying it's 14 pills in a pack and it's 13, or it's saying 27 pills and it's, and she's like, oh, that nurse, that two of the cards, the count was wrong. And so she was like, so after the second card, the count was wrong. I had to ask her. I was like, did you count when you came in? Sure. It wasn't that she forgot to sign something. It was that she didn't do the count correctly when she counted off with the nurse or whatever. I don't know. But I had to ask her. I said, did you count when you came in? And she was like, the nurse, I guess the nurse that she relieved counted the card and she just took her word for it. Y'all, always do your NARC count, because I have come in as an agency nurse for one. I don't know if I have come into work, and matter of fact, I just worked a shift the other week, and it was a whole card missing. They couldn't account for why the count was saying one thing, and it was a whole card missing. And the nurse was frustrated because I was asking her. She was another agency nurse. So I was asking her, I was like, oh, I can't take this card with this card missing. And she was getting upset and stuff, but sweetie, it's a whole card missing. Either I give you hell right now, or the person relieving me might give me hell about something that had nothing to do with me. So I'm sorry if you let whoever leave here and you counted with them and y'all let her leave with the card being whatever. But I can't let you leave, or I can't just let it, I just can't let it slide with the count being off, because then when I get ready to go home, whoever count with me might give me hell. And so, this nurse, she was like, oh, the unit manager's here, just tell her the count was off when the count was off when I relieved her yesterday, or when we counted yesterday, the count was off. And so I can't hold the woman there, so she left. So I told the unit manager, I was like, when you counted with her yesterday, was the count off? Because it's the card missing. I said, and she's gone. And so the unit manager said, you know what? She worked yesterday and it was 2 cards missing. And then all of a sudden the cards reappeared again. So the unit manager, she made the correction on the thing for me. She's initially beside me and all. But then they called the agency and told the agency that nurse was not allowed back in the building. I was going to tell y'all, do y'all NARC count. Do your NARC count. Make sure it's right when you leave. Make sure whatever is reflecting on that sheet matches what's in that book. Because I have worked with nurses, and it's sad to say, but I have worked with nurses who were diverting medication. I worked with a nurse who I was, friendly with. We had worked together for 4 years. But being that we worked the same shift, I very rarely ever had to count behind her. And so, once I went agency, I went working behind her in that building. And y'all, this woman have signed off so many of the meds. When we counted, the count was right. The count was right. But then when I went to go get medication, this woman had signed off meds that I was supposed to give on my shift. And I know that some of the meds she signed off were like Q4 PRN. She signed them off like 2 hours apart. Knowing good and damn well she didn't get no meds to that patient. I was so upset, y'all, with her. Because I was like, regardless of what problem she got going on, why would you do this to me? We knew each other. I've been working there for 4 years. We knew each other for a while. You know I'm a thorough nurse. Why would you do that to me? I had to turn her in, y'all. Because She had signed out meds that I was supposed to give on my shift. So what I'm supposed to do about the patients and their pain when you sitting here signing their meds out? I had to turn her in. I had to. I turned her in, one, because why I'm supposed to get, how I'm supposed to relieve my patients' pain if you giving them signing out meds and timing them for 3 and 4 hours after you already left the building. And 2, why would you do this to me? So I hadn't spoken to her since. I really wouldn't speak to her again if I ever saw her. In nursing, we run the same circles, but I wouldn't speak to her again because of the audacity. So all this to say, I'm sorry y'all I'm eating, but I'm hungry. I came to work. I had that cabbage around 9:30 this morning, y'all. Cabbage don't hold you. It's after 6 o'clock in the evening. I'm hungry. So, let me clock out for my break. Matter of fact. Oh, God, I can't do it because I'm on the phone. Anywho, yeah, I was upset about that. So, I'm just making this video. I know I'm all over the place, y'all. To tell y'all to make sure y'all do y'all narcotic count. So, the nurse today, she made it right before she left. But it's the simple fact that, come on, you the unit manager. And even if you weren't the unit manager, I can understand you make one mistake, but that was 3 mistakes in a narc count. In one narc count. Come on now. And I'm not talking about a mistake where she forgot to sign the med off. I mean a mistake where the cards was the wrong count. And 2 of the pills on 2 cards were the wrong count. And I said, she probably looking like this, looking at him like this B. So nobody like to be caught out there, and nobody like to be questioned. After the second pill was not right, I had to ask her, did you count? But yeah, that's all, y'all. That's all I want to say about the narc count. Make sure your stuff is matching up. Because nurses have been known, and I've been in this a long time, so I'm telling you, nurses have been known to take the entire card and the paper. You'll never know that a packet's missing because the card and the paper is gone. As nurses diverting medication is the reason why tramadol is not considered a narcotic. Tramadol used to be in the cart with the regular meds years ago. Nurses and whoever else diverting medication is why now we have to count tramadol as a narcotic. I came in before and we was counting damn Seroquel. So there was a nurse stealing Seroquel. Y'all, it's awful. Sooner or later we're gonna be counting the rotten. Y'all, just make sure you do a thorough narc count. Make sure what's on that paper is matching up what you got in that drawer. I've even come to work before and the nurse counted because I was running late. And even though she counted for me and I was running late, I still asked her, did she mind counting with me before I took the keys from her? That was my fault. I was running late, but I don't like to take no chances. So, that's all, y'all. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.